Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Online. So this is going to be our brand new Let's Play series, which we're going to be starting from scratch, so we're going to actually be naming it A Realm Reborn. And we're going to hit Data Center in here and pick up a server from here. So what we'll do is we'll have a different playlist for each of the expansions. That way it's a bit more organized, and it works really well with Final Fantasy XIV. You literally basically can't continue the game unless if you do the main story and things like that per expansion. So it breaks it down really good. Also, somewhere in the description, maybe pinned comment, there's going to be a recruit a friend thing. I don't like to advertise, sponsorships and stuff like that, because I'm not getting sponsored. It's just basically if you do the recruit a friend, you might get some items or something as well in the game, but I will get feathers, and I think the feathers are used to buy some cosmetics and stuff in the game. So I mean, that's kind of cool. If you want to support me by using that and you're looking to play the game, that's awesome. That would mean a lot. I also don't have Shadowbringers. It's something I'll have to save up and get later on. Unfortunately, being born on July 2nd when the expansion came out last year doesn't mean you get the expansion for free. I thought if I waited at my door all day long, you got the expansion comes to your door, but that never actually happened. So here we are playing, a year later and not with Shadowbringers. So anyways, let's continue here. So we're going to play on Primal. So you select your data center down here. They have this cool looking thing here, but you don't actually get to click these. I don't understand that. It makes sense if you can click this and this and this. But the thing is, the game is very made for a PS4 controller, and they probably made it really easy for here, I guess. But at the same time, it just seemed a bit odd, it's just like, hey, why can't I just click here, So we're going to continue here. We'll use our Final Fantasy Service 1 account. I think my Service 2 account was like a promotion on Steam or something. And we're going to go see how it says Lema. My friend is playing, so I want to play on the server he's playing. And good, look at all the servers are open right now. If one of them is grayed out and you can't play on that server right away, what you can do is try early in the morning, try late at night. If you have to go to the washroom in the middle of the night, weak bladder, whatever, you can go ahead and try then, and then you can create a character. Sometimes they shut down the character creation for a server if it's quite heavy that day. So what we're going to do is load the appearance data of a character, because if not, we're going to literally be sitting here, me playing with my ears and things like that for hours. And I think that's a little bit weird unless you are here for like a fetish type YouTube. Then I don't really do that, unfortunately. But I'm always taking suggestions. So we're going to go back here so you can kind of see the races and everything first. So basically you got your races over here, and you can play your little characters here. Now these two I can't pick. I don't know why. I don't know if that's something that's locked or if it's maybe part of the new expansion like Shadowbringers. I have no clue actually. If you know, please share in the comments so other people can check that and figure out what's going on here. But yeah, these are the races you can pick, and these two if you have the ability to. And then under that there's these clans, like sub-clans for the races. I don't know if all of them have them, and I don't know if they're more than two, things like that. But you got Seeker of the Sun for the cat people, or Keepers of the Moon. So I took Seeker of the Sun because I like the the darker hair color and stuff like that. These guys have lighter hair, darker skin. These guys have lighter skin, darker hair. You probably can change them around anyways, but it's just the one I went with. Seekers of the Sun kind of sound cool. These kind of sound like more ninjas than anything. So we're gonna go confirm there, and then we're gonna go appearance. Now I've set up my character to look like this. So this is my character now, and it was just more like I just spent some time, and most of the settings are probably default anyways, but I like the blue hair and the blue the blue color and stuff like that. So I'll just hover over these, and if you want to pause and just look at the settings I've picked, you can go ahead. You can see they have pretty awesome amount of settings. As far as I know, once you've done your character, you can't choose these, you can't pick these settings again. Though I believe there is some things you can change later on. I guess they don't have that. They have bust size, skin color, tail shape, tail length, hairstyles, hair color, face, jaw, eye. One thing I don't see on here. Oh, they got facial features. Yeah, I don't see the one. They had this one where you can be like, they changed the, you'd be not skinny, but it'd be like you smooth skin and then defined skin. I don't actually see that on these guys. They might not have them on these guys at all. I don't know. I played with some other character creators earlier on, so that's probably why I'm mixing up things. But anyways, there you have it. And you can choose your voice stuff.
Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh!
That one sounds annoying enough. There you go. Okay, let's confirm that. Like I said, I don't want to sit here. No, we don't need to save it. I don't want to sit here forever. So you can set your birthday or somebody you love's birthday. So let's do somebody I love's birthday. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, whatever. Let's do that one. It doesn't matter. None of this really matters as far as I know. So it's not going to change anything. And then you got your classes. Now, don't this isn't all of them. These are the classes equal jobs. Actually, wait, they say class, they don't say job. Is that to help new players these days? Huh? Because they got job here, but they're not doing, you know, weird. But anyways, you got gladiator, puglist, marauder, lancer, archer. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that you can be all these in the game on one character always. So what happens in the game is you pick one, and then I think around level 15 or so, you can go and pick another one and another one, and they got these little intros for them basically that you do, and then you unlock them. So you can be all the classes. I think they call them jobs. You can be all the crafting classes or jobs as well, and be like an all-in-one character. You don't need multiple alts and things like that. And as far as I know, a lot of people play just that way. And I think that's one of the coolest parts about this game is you get to play your character. You get to, you know, use that character, and you don't have to worry about, oh, I'm going to play with my Death Knight. And, you know, I like my warrior, but, like, you know, I'm going on the Death Knight because I need these skills. And, you know, you can instead just be one character, but play whatever class you're feeling at the time. So I think that's probably one of the coolest things. I've decided I'm going to play Archer for fun. No. Oh, did I not change that? Okay, so I guess I didn't change it. Select another. No. Look at that one. That's already grayed. So that's no good. But we're lucky here. I want to go on Leviathan, so we'll confirm. And there we go. So we are on Leviathan. I don't know how that changed up. So I'm going to use my own name. They do first and last name, and I might as well just do that so I'm recognizable. It doesn't matter if I'm a female character or not. Well, maybe somebody out there will get upset, but it doesn't matter to me. And I begin a new game with this character, and of course, yeah, that's what we're here for. So we're going to have a bit of an intro. We're going to go through the intros. We're not going to be skipping dialogue, cinematics, things like that. If there is no talking dialogue and it's not moving, you know, I might skip it slightly faster. But remember, with YouTube and stuff, you can hit the space bar, pause it if you've got the screen focus, and read it. I won't be reading out things because I suck at it. But enjoy the intro video.
Here. Here. Feel. Here.
I say I was a badass there. Final Fantasy XIV is probably one of the most unique games in the world, by the way. Oi! Okay. Mostly because before Realm Reborn, they had Final Fantasy XIV 1.0. Realm Reborn is considered 2.0. And it was their failed, disastrous game that they actually updated okay as the end of it. But what they decided to do is basically destroy the world, but continue a storyline based on destroying the world in a way where, as a new player, you don't feel like you really miss anything, but old players, they felt like, you know, they were continuing on something, which was really cool. So, oi! Or maybe he was calling me a boy and didn't know. You alright, lass? I'm not reading all this, by the way. Sometimes you were moaning in your sleep. Sweet buckets besides. That will be the ether, I reckon. Some more prone to sickness than others. No need to fret, though. You'll soon be used to it. I wish they had the whole thing voiced over. That was the only downside for me in that regard. Is I'm really surprised these have not been voiced over, or they went back to voice over them, just because of, I mean, it's Final Fantasy, right? So. Little Koopas. Whee! Feeling better, Koopa? You can see us. I had a feeling you could. We're Moogles. Oh, why did I say Koopa? They're Moogles, but yeah, huh, never mind. Anyways, we're Moogles, and we live in this world, in the woods. Oh my god. Oh, he's so happy looking. Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes you special. And seeing as how you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Have you had a chance to witness anything suspicious? Yeah, besides my weird ass dream. Yeah, so my weird ass dream wasn't weird. Oh. The expression on my character face was awesome. But of course you haven't. You've just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it then. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you. I think we're called Coop. I don't know. Grenadia is still far away, in case you were wondering. Seems how you're awake. How about you keep me company till we get there? Oh my. Them youngins don't much care for conversation, see? I feel like they have an important role, too. Brenamonts. Can't see, this is where I don't read stuff. But I'm doing it for this part anyway. It's the name Penelin me trade. Look what I just said there. As for you, good self, judging by your usual garments, I'd say you were one of the new adventurers. Am I warm? I don't know. You might be cold. Let me touch your skin. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying. I mean, ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business these days, especially. What was that first attracted you to it? Oh, so I gotta tell him. ... Oh, girl never tells. I can tell that look. Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't going to pry. Might be as old Bennett's chatterbox, but sure I can't say these words, damn it. I can read it in my mind, but the friggin' way they put everything in there, it's just like, ah. Okay. He's got secrets too, apparently. No profit in being dead, huh? Halt! go no further. Actually, he said halt. That's kind of good. Uh-oh. Oh, I look so serious. What's going on here? A skirmish is broken out. Ah! That sucks. I have to remain. I like skirmishes. Is he like a lancer or something badass? He's called a wood whaler. His wood likes to wail. Damn. I was bleeding close for you, maybe. Huh. Yeah, I'll take care of myself. Yes, because I probably will regret it, but yes. It's probably like an extra tutorial, I'm assuming. The ins and outs, yeah. So there you go, the biggest forest ever. Oh, okay, so that's what they call that event, the Calamity. So that big event where Final Fantasy 1 went to Final Fantasy 2, A Realm Reborn, that big event was called the Calamity. I can't say it now. New nasties to move in, blah, blah, blah. Uh-oh, here we go.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea.
Eorzea.
Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania.
Really? I think they're just doing a little longer cutscene there.
Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh umbral era.
I'm guessing that's the other name for what that event happened?
However,
or maybe not.
The goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul.
Well, thank you.
One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
Whee! And here's where we part ways. Enjoy your market, buddy.
May the matron take her to her bosom, that she may never want.
He said
And in
bosom.
her heart, so serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Of course, they said bosom and then had to zoom into hers. Anyways, that old English type talking. Oh, I love it. Okay, there you go. Final Fantasy 14. And so this basically was what created one of the best MMOs of all time. Thanks to their decision to redo it. And this is going to be our starter town and city, which we'll do some exploring and check it out. Honestly, we're probably not going to even make it out of the gates this episode. It's probably just going to be hanging around. We are going to be focusing mostly on the main story and some like maybe dailies and things like that. mostly because that's enough to keep you leveling up and stuff like that. Usually you do your side quests and things like that on alts, not like actual alt characters, but alt jobs, classes, you know, those kind of things. You there, yes you. Looks like they've already found me for that. Your face is unknown to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. Oh no, she says to herself. Bernadette? Bernadette? She's one of the badasses. Ooh, you're here to protect people, huh? I'm not your friend. Oh, I can move around, right? Oh. There you go. So you get to select your control scheme. We're playing on PC, but if you're on PC, you can use a PlayStation 4 controller, maybe an Xbox controller. Never tried, but you definitely can use a DualShock controller and play on PC. Or if you're on the PlayStation 4, you can also do the opposite. You can use a PC, like a keyboard and mouse on the PS4, rather than using the gamepad. So that's pretty cool. That's a feature. So there you go. So this is talking about, you know, here you go. And then this one is play guide. So this opens a guide outside the game. I said yes, but I guess it just shows up anyway. So you just leave it there. And then, so you can see WASD, and then you zoom in and out, I guess. Or, oh, this is auto run. If you push it in, that's what it means. So, or R key. So you got auto run on R or middle mouse button. Turn your character right. Move the camera around your character. Pretty cool. And then there you go. You can run around. I have more hotbars, probably because I had them before on this kind of character or something. Because we're using the same name of an old character I had that wasn't even, I guess it was maybe around 30 or so. It was old. I hadn't played it since like 2016, so here you go. So disable, no, I'll keep them. So once you've initiated, quest prompt will appear, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you accept it. So he has a quest there. You don't actually have to accept it, but since it's a welcome quest to the town and stuff like that, I feel like more likely you might as well do that one. I'm not green. Okay. So he's just suggesting I check in. And you've begun a quest. Okay. So non-playable characters offer quests. Okay, that makes sense. Using duty list, blah, blah, blah. So upon accepting a quest, their current objectives will appear under the title duty list. Duty. And, well, there you go. Okay, so we can go over here. And you got this little thing beside your name, by the way. It's a sprout. And I guess the idea is to kind of say, hey, you know what? You're a newbie, and everyone now knows I'm a newbie. So collecting rewards. So this is meaning like this is a hand-in quest, I guess. You can kind of do your thing and hand it in. Well, your book is a bit blurry. So we have to call her mother. It's a beautiful crafted world, though, isn't it? Oh yeah. With the lesser moon, the mud, and the rain, fire upon this realm, which the people called the calamity. There you go. So that confirms it. The Warriors of Light. Okay. So technically I wouldn't be a Warrior of Light because I didn't come from the first version of the game. But I guess the idea of the Warrior of the Light, I've heard this reference before, and then people are like, some you're not really, and then some are. I guess if you played the original Final Fantasy and you moved your character over, you'd be probably one of these Warrior of Lights, but I guess I wouldn't be one of them. I'm assuming, because you don't have any past memories, or maybe they make it that way. I don't know. I guess anyone? Oh, we don't ask you that you to become. Okay. Don't sign the book. You sure that's not an amusing alias? Well, that's not very nice. Damn, they're getting owned. Mother likes to lecture everyone. Damn, this guy's a dick. Take your bow out. Beat him down now. Thank you. I love the music. Yay! There you go. Quest complete. That concludes the introductory game tutorial. You've taken the first steps as an adventure in the city of Grandania. I can't say it. See, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. What is that noise? Waterfalls? Listen to her wisdom. That's awesome. There you go. So, main scenario. And she turns in the main scenario, so it's good on there. Important quests used to tell the story of Eorzea and her people called main scenario. These are blah, blah, blah. So those are the icons. And these ones, I've heard about these. I think these are more newer-ish. Quests using this icon indicates a series of tasks are tied to new duties or features you've yet unlocked. So basically, you want to do those because, well, they're telling you, hey, look, like that there's something here. So I hear like a waterfalls or something. Oh, I guess there's probably one right over here on the side here. Oh yeah, look at. Oh, that was cool. I guess you can't go over there right now, but yeah. That was like, I can hear the waterfalls, but oh, they have a downstairs. Oh, okay, look at the glass. That's so beautiful. I think this is how you leave this area, but you can't till later on. So you actually have to have a special ticket or something to get through here, and then later on, once you do that, you've unlocked this, and then basically you can, yeah, just keep going and do whatever you want. So, anyways, I think we'll just leave it here because, yeah, we basically finished the tutorial. We got into the game. This is basically now where things, you know, sort of get started. Let's go ahead and keep going just for a few minutes here by playing with the UI a bit, just seeing what there is here. So if that's it for you guys, like you're just here to watch, you know, the actual play of the game, you know, you might as well check the next episode if you're not interested. This is more just for fun, seeing what there is. So I have a heavy shot. I'll put this on 2 because 2 is my natural. 1 is not my natural shooting key. 2 tends to be where I feel more natural when using WASD, and 1 tends to be like more special move or something at times. There's the play guide link. We don't need that here. There's teleportation. We'll put it up here. There's the return. So teleportation, I think, is basically you click that and you get a list of places you can go to that you have linked to. Return basically is there's like a home crystal you've set to. So there's these big crystals right here, which I guess that's one we can go right to now, and I can probably give you an example here. Oh, okay, so apparently we're actually supposed to continue the thing over there anyways, which is kind of cool. And then you got the sprint button, which, oh, you can't use that here anyways, but apparently these used to use stamina, but now they don't do the whole stamina stuff, I guess. I don't know how that, or MP was it? Yeah. And then over here is your character, so these are your character gear. I guess the color is based on the gear health, maybe, or maybe the quality you're wearing. So here's your attributes and information on your character. You can show or hide a hat, for example, or your weapon if you don't want to. Manually adjust the visor, select gear only. So I guess you can adjust the visor on certain gear to make it look better on yourself or whatever. So we start with a few items here. Some basic okay items. They seem like the gear they give you basically is kind of like the gear that would be suitable for any class, basically, except the weapon here. And this is actually how you change your... I think this is weapons cannot be unequipped. And it sounds weird, right? But this actually defines your class. So if you were to put all of a sudden a different weapon on, that would literally define that class at that time. So that's kind of sort of the idea, is you'd swap them back and forth, and all of a sudden you're a different class. And this, I think, is your overall item level, so I guess you have that in other games like WoW and things like that. You got a tip here. So since the armory system Final Fantasy XIV allows you to change your class or job by simply changing your weapon or tool in your main hand. So there you go. So it also changes your other profession and stuff like that. It's recommended that you always have several sets of gear on hand. However, gear can take up a tremendous amount of space in one's inventory, which is why the adventurers carry an armory chest. All gear purchased, crafted, found is automatically stored in this chest, leaving your inventory free to fill with other items such as potions, crafting materials, and food. So basically, look at this, all this is inventory. I'm assuming you only get these slots, but that's a lot, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So that's a lot of slots you got down there. All gear purchased, crafted, yeah. Gear in your armory chest is categorized and sorted by type. So like you literally got one for main hand weapons, head, things like that. This is offhand, etc. So that's pretty cool. And then the armory chest can be accessed by selecting the character from the main menu by the armory or pressing Control I. So you have your inventory here. So this is your inventory, which it also has multiple slots, 140 slots. That's cool. And then some special crystals that stack in here, and then key items. I guess they're like to open maybe a door or something. I don't know. But yeah, you got 140 slots, which is pretty damn awesome. Plus all the slots here. Cool. Yeah, so you don't run out of inventory space fast, do you? Recommended gear. Oh, okay. So this tells you some gear that's recommended. Okay. And then you got your profile. So you got acquired titles, which I got none at this time. City, states, name day. Guardian, I guess, is like somebody who you believe in or worship or something like that, probably. And here you go. So you got your different characters here, I guess, and stuff. So this is your tank, healer, melee, physical, and magical. And then this is your disciples of hand and disciples of land. So this is your gathering, and this is your crafting here. So that's cool. So you got 4 tanks now in this game, 3 healers, 4 melee DPS, 3 range DPS, and 4 magical range DPS. So that's pretty cool. Archer actually becomes Bard over time, which they don't say Bard here because it morphs, I think. So at like level 30, as far as I know, the Archer morphs into Bard. So these might not even be some of their final names, if that makes any sense. So it kind of goes even a little step further, which is pretty badass, if you ask me. Of course, you got your health bar and your MP down there. So you got your character. Okay, so you got stances. You can change your stance here. So actions, and so this is basically your stats here. So here's your actions. So we got our heavy shot here. You can see we get straight shot at level 2 and raging strike and things like that as time goes on. You got your different roles here. So I guess you get these are different like, you know, abilities that you get as well that assist your character, probably more like buffs and stuff, which I think some of these, I don't know which ones they are, but I think some of them are used on, like, you can mix and match some classes a wee bit or something, and they kind of mix in there. You got your traits here. Can't check performance or these ones. You got companion, squadron, pets, and then you got general, so you got like sprint in here, for example, things that you can use on all of them, limit breaker, things like that. I think limit break is like kind of ability where multiple people can join in, or I guess you can do it yourself too, but I don't know. Things we'll learn. You got your duty stuff here, so you got, you know, key items and timers and journals, and I guess timers here is basically you can see different timers. Logs, travel, so of course you got the map here. Oh, that's cool. They put all these arrows here. I don't think we had arrows before telling you how to escape an area. Party information here. Social. Look at all this stuff. The system. Basically, this game goes on forever. You can see some of these ones are right here as well, so you can easily see them. So that's basically the same idea in there. It was just all in one menu. And then you got your currency here and some other ones, I guess, over time that you can earn. So that's pretty cool. You can set the server time, or you can set the local time up here. And this is your, I guess, connection here, sending and receiving. We got a bunch of mail, which is probably related to, like, you know, maybe I had a collector's edition of this and that, or maybe I got some of those feathers. I don't know exactly how that works, but I guess over time you collect stuff and you get mail from that. Something that WoW's kind of gotten away with. Now you got like the account-wide stuff, and it kind of sits there no matter what character you have. Where I think in this game you still have basically based on that. You also have this that tells you the current world, I guess your home world, because I don't know if you can do it yet, but I think the idea is you should be down the road at least able to play with a friend. Plus I think if you do like Duty Finder and stuff, you might not be playing on your home world, you'll be playing on another realm at times and stuff like that. And I guess that's just telling you, you know, where your home world is. Plus now you guys know easily where I am, what server. And fair skies, there's you know, weather in the game. Weather actually has an effect. I believe time and day has an effect on spawns. I'm not 100% sure on that. But time and day and weather, I believe, has an actual big effect on fishing. And they actually have weather forecasts in the towns to tell you this kind of stuff, which I think is really awesome. But, yeah, I think that'll end this episode, my friends. And then, yeah, we'll continue next episode and go from there. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like. We'll see you wonderful people next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.